What's up?
Good
Happy
morning.
Super Science Saturday to all of you. How are you?
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
And how are you?
Good.
I'm fine. Good morning. Thank you all for joining us. Say hello, say good morning in the comments. Bring us a croissant if you can.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah,
I like
lovely.
the maple pecan ones,
No.
or like a
Straight up croissant.
like a toffee yum yum.
Do you know it's pronounced croissant?
No, it's pronounced toffee yum yum.
Huh?
Toffee yum yums from
Yeah, those
Lidl.
biscuits.
No, they're a pastry.
If anyone's close by, bring us pastries, please. What's up, Kate? Good morning. How are you? How are you?
How are ya?
Good
Hi,
morning to you.
Ursula.
Good morning, Ursula. How are you? Morning for the 5th of December. Yes, yes, it is.
December. Wow, we're like proper into December now. I remember
Yes,
last
it's the
week.
5th.
Thank you, Ursula.
Yes.
Ursula's just there to like remind us of the date. You know,
Yeah.
you know, these days it's really hard to keep track of what day it is.
I gotta
and
watch.
what day
And the calendar.
Oh!
Yeah, helps me keep track of
calendar.
time.
Paper calendar or phone calendar?
DSPCA paper calendar.
Oh, cute.
See lots of lovely animals. We'll have some lovely animals on the show.
yeah.
Not really on the show.
Oh, can I bring my dog next week?
What about a pet segment? How would you guys at home like a pet segment? What's up, Eagle Eye? Good morning to you.
couldn't-
Good morning, Vivian. Good morning, Angela.
We couldn't bring like Molly's my dog and then Kanye's your cat, and we couldn't bring them in at the same time.
My cat's chill. She'd be
Molly's less chill. I don't think it would end too
cool.
well.
Yeah, bring your pet to your Saturday live show segment.
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant.
I'm accept this. I
We're
get
just
to
sitting
bring.
here with rabbits everywhere.
I get to bring my dog next week. I'm taking
like
that as it.
Ace Ventura, just rabbits and a bison coming out of your
bison?
puff. Yeah. Just everywhere, like
interesting choice
parrot.
of animal.
Maybe you've got a robin
This is it.
in your hair.
This is going down well. People would like the animal.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Let's get on to the DSPCA and we'll have like an outing day, because generally they do lovely outing days for everyone to go and see the pets. That'd be awesome.
You can't say this to me and then not let it happen. You know how I
Brilliant.
feel
I don't
about
know how
animals.
many pets we'd fit in here.
In this frame,
Oh, you fit an eagle up here,
Eagle Eye 18.
an eagle eye 18 over
Oh.
there. I think that'd be really cool.
I'm totally on board. You don't
Pets
ask me
episode,
twice.
yeah, because we got a lot of Christmas themed stuff going on
Yeah.
at the moment. You know, it's Christmas, so we
We could have I know that cats love to like knock the baubles and decorations off Christmas trees.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we could just
yeah.
like, how about a full 30-minute show where it's just there's a Christmas tree on the table here and it's just your cat. Your cat just.
Cat's chilled. She knows
She's
too
if
much
anyone's
about
got
Christmas trees.
if anyone's got a cat that likes to knock things off Christmas trees, let us know.
Yeah,
And
send
we'll-
it in to us.
Just the cat. Cat in a box. Schrodinger's cat.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Last week we discovered some of the cool science behind our favorite Christmas toys.
Yes.
This week we're going to make some Christmas decorations using science.
Science!
Yeah. So we're encouraging every one of you to recycle and to make some sustainable Christmas decorations this year. So use things you have around the house, because trees are pretty awesome, but I think the best ones are like the unique ones where they like people put their own things on them as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Not those ones, you know, those ones that the families are getting very lazy with, where they're like, put the tree up, and it's like,
I saw something right.
and then
so
you just
I was
like
in-
Christmas is over, you just
I went to Woody's the other day with my mum. Hi, mum. And there was someone who was buying a Christmas tree and it was in a box. Like, so the box was
Yeah.
like yay big and like yay wide.
Wow.
But what I found mental was that it was like it was a 6-foot decorated Christmas tree.
Yeah, no,
so
that's
it
what I
just,
mean,
It just
yeah.
comes out decorated.
you just Christmas
It's like a pop-up tent.
Christmas at home.
Pop-up Christmas.
Yeah.
It would make things easier for putting everything away afterwards. That's my least favourite part.
Yeah, no, yeah, true.
Yeah. I like have you put your tree up?
Nope.
No, not yet. We'll put ours up next week. Have you guys put your trees up?
Yeah, let us know if you've put your tree up yet, because we haven't decorated yet, actually.
No.
So that's what we got inspired for today's show, to make some decorations that we can hang on our set. So
Yeah.
next week you'll join us for one of many of our really Christmas shows.
Yeah, we're getting
where
Christmassy.
we'll have our decorations up. But let us
And
know
maybe
if you
some
have-
pets.
And yeah, by the sounds of it, maybe some pets.
Yes.
Angela, is that a thumbs up that you have your Christmas decorations up already? Good morning, Da. How are you? How are
And
you?
your mom's
And
there
Ma.
too.
Oh yeah, how are you?
Oh, they're both
Tilly
there.
is there eating croissants. And
Are they a croissant pair? Do they have croissants?
not really.
No, mine don't really
Bread and
either.
butter. Bread and butter. Aoife Duffy, Super Science Saturday Pets Corner. See how cool would that be?
If it's not your best pun, you know, you're normally more on the ball with puns.
All right, jeez, give her a break. Like, don't think she was trying to make a pun. She's just telling you about.
Aoife's great for puns, though.
Yeah.
So I want to bring her on the show.
Yes, that's true.
Alice's tree went up last
Tree
week.
went up last week. Okay, some people do it at the start of December.
Yeah, like for some people, 1st of December, it's like Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas. We'll wait till like next week.
And we all know those people who stick it up in November.
Yeah,
those people.
Yeah.
Those people.
Or before Halloween.
Yeah, just a little eager.
Yeah.
So today we're going to make some science decorations using things that you can find at home that you can place around the house. You could put them on your tree, whatever
Some
way
of them.
you decorate them.
You see the ones that you
that's what
couldn't
I mean.
really put on your... We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
So let's get going with our first Christmas decoration.
Oh, okay,
We're going to call it our Christmas spiral. Now, of course, like all of these things, they use science principles, like everything does, really. But this one uses a very specific one that's really, really fun. So we're going to show you it first, just to let you see what we're going to make together. Very, very simple. Things you can use at home and can find at home. And like, you don't have to have exact things. Whatever you got is cool. Okay?
Where'd it go?
Look at that.
Science.
Very cool.
Christmas, all together in one.
Powered by heat energy. Oh, I thought you were just like, great.
Great.
Yeah.
Science. You
So
see why this one doesn't go on the tree?
Yes, this is one
one
for
involves
maybe
fire.
the mantelpiece. Now, lots of people use candles around Christmas time.
Yeah.
There's lots of candles on mantelpieces. So, goes without saying, always be careful around an open flame.
Yes.
So, we do have some open flames here, but hopefully around Christmas time, people are more aware of these things anyway.
Yeah.
So, a decoration like this would go down lovely.
Parental supervision is important. So this is really simple. We just made this out of a piece of paper.
You blew it out.
Oh, I can go again. Sorry, I thought we were going to go through how to make it.
That was such a, like, look at that does. Over. Done.
Well,
Make it.
We have other ones. We're gonna show
Yeah,
you.
so
Okay,
we'll have this one going, and then we'll show you how to make your own one. So again, this one is using convection, so those rising heat currents that are causing the spiral to move. So we're going to show you how to make one, and then we'll explain some of the science behind it too. Yeah, it's very, I wonder can we, oh, it looks lovely. Let's see if we can get it up to the front, and then we'll have it.
You want me to move the open flame?
It's just slowly and carefully.
Slowly and carefully.
Oh, we stuck it, there we go.
Yeah, the blue tack stuck it a
Let's
little
go. Oh, yeah, even there's cool.
bit. Yeah?
Yeah.
You should
That
be
looks
able to
nice.
See it nice and up close there.
Very simple to make and very fun as well. And just using the principle that heat rises.
Yeah.
We all know this. Hot air balloons, all of those things. Heat rises.
Eagle Eye team, good thing Ali's using the fire. Never trust Mark.
But Eagle, you're killing me here. Where's the trust? It's the other way round. Graham's here. Hello, Graham.
Hi,
Good
Graham.
morning.
Graham, everything is better with fire.
It is. It's warmer too.
Who raised you? We were raised together. Who raised you?
Making a convection spiral is super, super simple. And these are the things that you're going to need. So get some paper, get some scissors. We've got wooden skewers, but you need something that's going to prop it up like this. So wooden skewers are great. And hopefully these are the types of things that are around the house in abundance at Christmas time as well.
Yeah, so you need some source of fire. So we've gone with tea light candles just because they're nice and flat, so they're not likely to fall over. Yeah. You can also use, like we use birthday candles and we stuck some blue tack on the bottom of them, but obviously they're a little bit more unstable than the white base tea lights. So we do recommend using tea lights for this one.
Yeah, and very, very simple. And again, you can kind of customize this to whatever style you want. Yeah. We're going to show you the spiral version, but we've also got what we're calling a Christmas...
An alternative Christmas tree.
An alternative Christmas tree.
Yes.
That you can make.
Make this really, really simple. You just need to cut out a circle out of some paper. We use some colored paper. We use kind of slightly thick paper. It's not quite card, but it's somewhere in between. But it'll work with normal paper. This one's just made out of very thin
paper.
Yellow paper. It'll work, whatever you have at home. So then you just got to draw a spiral.
And whatever way you want. You do not have to be like super Picasso over here.
It doesn't have to be exact. You don't even have to draw it out first if you want. When I made them, I just cut willy-nilly and kind of hope for the best. So once you have a cut, you'll get your spiral shape like this. So in the center, you're going to want to make kind of a little bit of a peak so that your skewer can sit, so it can sit on top of your skewer like that. So make sure it's nice and secure. Give it a little pinch. And then
might need a little stretch. Sometimes they need a little stretch in the morning.
We'll need a little stretch in the morning. And then once you put it over the candle, it should start to spin.
So we got cool different things for the base, and the base is something you can customize as well.
Yeah.
We did lots of different versions. One of them here is where we just cut out loads of circular bits of cardboard. Again, something that you'll probably have from maybe deliveries or presents around Christmas time. So let's reuse and recycle these things. Just cut out a few of them, glued them together and painted it. So we have a base like
Yeah,
that.
so you could just stick your wooden skewer into it
that.
there like that. We also
Should have
did.
a solid base.
I like this one that you did was cool.
Yeah, because like you can become as like kind of simple or as complicated as you wish. So
Yeah.
that took like still only a few minutes.
Yeah.
But this one is just
This
super
one was
simple.
genius. So
Yeah.
Mark just took some corrugated cardboard. Again, all of your deliveries are coming in this,
Yeah.
and just folded it into like a
Follow like a Z,
Z
shape.
shape.
And then you just get your skewer and just jam it down the middle.
jam it in there.
And there you go.
Yeah, really.
So there's loads
nice.
of different ways you can do it. We got a wooden base just so it's heavier. You want a solid base, kind of
Yeah.
keep it so it doesn't fall over. And we just stuck our skewer into some blue tack. So again, we just use things that we could find here.
And then if you want things to look maybe a bit more tinsely, a little
Yeah.
crispy, what we did with this one is we just, when we had our disc of paper, we just covered it with some tin foil. And then once we cut out our spiral, you got this kind of this silvery one. You
Yeah.
can make them just out of tin foil themselves, but we
Yeah.
decided to stick it onto the paper to make it a little bit stronger. This is going great.
Isn't it just so lovely? And again, powered by heat energy. So you'll
Yeah.
see that the tea lights, the heat is rising. The air currents are rising up and they're causing the spiral to turn. And how cool is that?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very cool. And it looks lovely. It looked really nice on the mantelpiece. You can make ones of different sizes. You can have more spirals or less spirals.
Yeah.
We got a little creative as well,
We
didn't we?
did, yeah. So we had our spiral and we were like, this looks pretty cool, this
Yeah.
looks nice. And then we were thinking about Christmas trees.
Yes.
And Christmas trees, we all use the same kind of tree for our Christmas tree. We all use those fir trees, the evergreen trees
Yeah.
with all the pine needles. They look great. But we were just thinking, what if you had a different kind of Christmas tree?
Yeah.
So we came up with a Christmas palm tree.
Looks
So
like
this-
a blade turbine.
Yeah. So this is another design that you can go with, which again is super, super simple.
So quick.
All you need to do is again start off with a piece of paper, coloured or otherwise, and draw a circle. And then what you can do is you can cut out your circle. Again, you don't have to be super duper exact with this.
No.
And you can make it whatever size you want, as big or small. Bearing in mind, the larger your circle is, the more weight it has and the more power it's going to take to turn it. So cut out your circle like
But
that.
little tea lights works lovely for this one. I'm going to put it back in frame. Oh, it's our
Take
blue
this
tack's
off before you
sticky.
move it first, just in case. Okay.
There we go.
So once you have your circle cut out like this, you're going to divide it into 8 segments. So the way to do that, really, really simple. Grab your ruler.
Real simple.
Pen was so far away. And divide it in half. Divide it in half. Divide it in half. Divide it in half. So then you get something that looks a little bit like this.
that.
So then what you gotta do is just cut along those lines, not quite to the middle.
Yeah, not all the way to the center.
Not all the way to the center.
So you kind of stopped at that circle.
Yeah, because that's where that's going to give you a contact point. And then what you can do is just twist the blades slightly. So just bend them down on one side. So rather than it being flat, you get these kind of blades that can catch the heat. And then you can decorate it whatever way you want. So we've decorated our palm tree.
Yeah, with
Here.
little jewels.
Little jewels. So any kind of stickers or anything you have at home, draw on some baubles. Whatever it is you're feeling. Now this one is a little bit heavier, so we might take a bit more fire.
Now, what I like that we added to this was
this
we
is nice.
added a little bit of a straw at the top because we were finding that when it was sitting on top of the spike, the friction was too great and it was taking a lot of force to cause it to move. So we just stuck a little bit of a straw on top like this, so it just sits into the straw quite nicely. Now this one, because it's heavier and we stuck a load of jewels on the top of it,
Yeah, we did
It's gonna
remove some
take-
jewels this morning.
it's going to take more heat energy to turn.
Look at that.
But look at that.
Our alternative palm Christmas tree.
Our alternative palm Christmas tree. This one's a little heavier. We got our jewels. But look, check that out.
Well,
Can require, sometimes the heavier ones require more candles because it needs more convection currents, more heat rising to keep turning it.
I'm just going to keep adding fire.
You're just going to keep adding fire.
I definitely went overboard with the jewels. I got excited.
Yes. Oh, it's lovely.
There we go.
Oh, very cool. Sometimes it needs a little turn because you just want to get that
Get it moving. And there you
graded
go.
in the friction. And look at that.
And when you get enough firepower underneath
Yeah,
it,
it goes fast.
they go really, really fast.
Yeah, absolutely. So you see the candles, you have those heat currents rising, so the air expands, gets lighter, gets less dense, rises up, causes the whatever shape you've made to turn, and the colder air comes in to replace it, just like convection currents out in nature with weather. Oh, look at that. That's really cool. And yeah, you can see it gets super fast. More heat energy, more spiral.
So that's good. That's our alternative Palm Christmas tree.
Yeah, and would look really nice on the mantelpiece.
Yeah.
Something you can make with supplies that you can find at
And
home.
you can adjust kind of the height of the wooden skewer that you might have so that it could be a little bit lower. Obviously not too low because you don't want the paper to touch the fire.
Yes,
as much as possible.
Very important as well. One does not want that.
No, not ideal. So there you go. You can make your very own alternative Christmas
So you can
tree.
make a spiral one, you can make a palm tree one, or maybe you can come up with your own design too.
Yeah.
Alistair, I think you should definitely make this. If you
Kate's
try
gonna
this,
make one too. Yeah,
look,
class.
that's flying around.
It did take a
in
bit of fire,
pictures-
but
yeah. Send in your pictures and videos. We'd love to see them on the Explorium social media accounts.
and get as creative as you want. Like I said, we've done the spiral and the alternative palm tree, but we'd love to see what else you could have spinning at the
I
top.
want to point out a fantastic joke by Eagle Eye 18 when we said we added jewels to ours. He said jewels like jewels
Like the jewels?
Jewels like the unit of energy because we were adding more energy to our system. Eagle Eye. What
Aoife's
an
got some
amazing joke.
competition. Aoife's got some competition.
Vivian has posted.
A cow doing a fart?
That's next. Coming up next, Vivian.
We could talk about that because that's really important for climate change. We could talk about that another
It
time.
is. We could. If you could. If
We'll have a whole show about farts.
You and Vivian set something up.
We're going to have a whole show about farts, maybe in the new year.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be you can be on that show.
Okay, I'm going to.
But very cool. Try this at home. A very, very simple thing you can do
Yay.
using things that you can find at home. Did you make a wish?
Yeah, Christmas wish.
Oh, a Christmas wish.
Yeah.
Oh, very lovely. Now, that's one cool thing to do, but around Christmas time, there's usually a lot of just things lying around the house.
Yes.
There's lots of different types of foods, probably too much food, and there's bits and there's pieces and there's things everywhere.
We don't like food waste. You want to try and
No.
use up as much stuff as you possibly can.
Yeah, so we found a cool way to get all of our leftover liquids and to make a cool, nice Christmas decoration.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you first what it is so you can see. You know, it's a little tricky, but
Yeah, we did make a large version.
Yeah.
But we're going to show you guys how to make a smaller at-home version. Careful.
got to engage the lats.
Careful. Look at that.
Check this out.
So this is called a density tower, and you can see
Yeah.
all the different colours and the very distinct layers. It's like a good trifle. It's
I'd
got
love to
good
just
layers.
plunge my hand into it.
I
Like
wouldn't
a
recommend
trifle.
it when you get down to this layer.
It's got honey, a layer of minced meat, jam, honey, and then more minced meat.
Mince and peas.
Yeah. Minced meat.
It's Rachel's trifle from Friends. Brilliant.
Well, it does. It looks like a trifle. So this is your alternative Christmas trifle.
Yeah.
But don't eat this.
Don't eat this
No,
one.
you do
No.
not want to eat this. This is just for show.
Ted wants us to drink it. No, Ted, I'm going to tell you why. Because we're going to run through the layers really quick. They all want us to
They
drink it.
all want us to drink
Okay,
it.
so you got a layer of honey.
Chug.
got-
You're holding it.
You got. Wait. Let me explain why you can't.
Yes,
You got your layer of
definitely
honey.
Uh-huh.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Layer of maple syrup. Delicious. Layer of milk. I don't like milk.
What?
Yeah, I don't like milk.
All right.
Yeah. A layer of soap.
Swiftly. Yeah.
You don't drink soap.
You don't drink soap.
A layer of water. We've coloured it green just to add, or blue, green, just to add another layer into it. A vegetable oil. If you drank this much vegetable oil, bad things might happen to you. Then you've got a pretty serious layer of alcohol.
Yes, this is a
This is a
layer of
family show,
alcohol.
people.
Yeah.
And then up at the very top here, you got some lamp oil, which again, I would not recommend.
No. Now,
consuming.
what happened? We made this during the week and we left it there. The food coloring from the lamp oil and the alcohol mixed. So the alcohol was clear. So we had a defined clear see-through
Yeah.
level, and the lamp oil was blue, but the food coloring kind of mixed because you got to make this quite slowly
Yes.
and carefully as well.
The other thing I would say is obviously, like theoretically, you can have the honey, no bother, have the maple syrup,
Yeah.
water. You can drink or eat them, no problem. The milk, like we said, we made this a few days ago.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust milk that's been layered between maple syrup and soap.
For what? For
multiple
drinking?
days. Yeah.
I wouldn't drink any of this.
Just get a straw all the way down and try out the different layers. Great, but it's not a Christmas cocktail. Stop that.
It's not. This is a decoration, okay,
Yeah.
people? This is a decoration.
So it's called a density tower because all of these liquids have different densities,
Yeah.
which means they float on top of one another.
Yeah, so the most dense is at the very bottom.
Yeah.
So that means it's the most mass packed into a certain volume. So all of the honey molecules are all really close and really tight to
Yeah.
each other like this. So it's heavier than the other liquids. And you just go up. So each liquid above is lighter than the liquid below it. So it floats on top.
So we're going to make a mini version.
We're gonna make one with you.
Now,
Yeah.
live.
Because some of these things are easier to get than others, so
Yeah.
we're gonna pick some that were easiest to get and show you how to make it.
And the ones that had the best kind of color differences.
Now, as we said, you got to do this slowly, because if you just sometimes dunk them in, then they start mixing just because of the force, and then it takes a while to settle.
Yeah.
We're gonna bash through this though.
We're gonna bash
because
through it, yeah. We're gonna do it super quick.
When we did this, we stuck on some Ludovico Einaudi, we kind of lit some candles, and we just kind of
what?
zenned it.
Some what?
Huh?
What did you say we put on?
Who are you?
What? No, I didn't.
You don't like milk? You don't know who Ludovico Einaudi is? Didn't know what Glen Ross was? You cultureless swine!
What? I don't. Is that like
You need some
classical
culture.
music?
Graham, what's going on in your household?
Graham's seen a lot more movies than I have.
Yeah, you need to get cultured, woman.
Oh, I'm gonna take the top off this because
Yeah, you gotta mill it in. So we're gonna bash through this. So as we're gonna put the honey in first.
Nice big thick layer of honey.
That's exactly.
Dad, if you were looking for honey for your bagel this morning, sorry.
Fleur, this is not Guinness. It's not Guinness. Kind of looks like a little bit there, but this is not Guinness. This is not drinkable at all.
Okay, we'll let the honey do its thing there. And
Yes.
our next layer then is going to be our soap. So we got some pink coloured soap, just again to have some colour differences between them.
Very cool. So again, we're starting with the most dense of the liquids.
Yeah, and
so
you
the
can
honey.
see how viscous and thick that honey is.
Yeah.
So it's
Ooh, good word.
viscous.
Viscous.
Viscosity.
Viscous.
So with these layers, you can be a little bit quicker
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
'Cause they're pretty substantial.
Yeah, they're easier to do. Some of these were a little tricky. We had to slowly layer it on, but we can bash on these as
Okay.
well.
So once you got your honey in, we're going to move on to our soap.
Yup.
So we're going to add in our soap next. Swirl her around a little bit.
Yup. Bash, 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 bash.
So we got two.
Cool. So you can see those defined layers already. Look at that.
So we got two nice layers there. You got
Lovely,
your,
looks great
your
already.
layer of honey, and then
Yeah.
you got a white piece of paper.
We got some white paper.
Yeah, so we can see the color between. Look at that!
Yeah.
Nice.
Very, very
Okay,
nice.
next up we're gonna go for water, and we are going to put food coloring in our water
Yeah, let's go
because
for,
it's what we do.
We got a blue or green?
Uh,
That would look lovely.
green.
Okay, green. Green
Yeah,
looks nice.
Because
Green would be cool.
we're gonna do blue for the top layer.
Excellent. Okay, sweet.
So we got-
This is very easy to do at home. Just get any kind of. This is just one of those plastic drinking bottles.
Yeah.
Um,
Anything that's kind of tall and cylindrical will
yeah,
work well.
works really well for it. So we got the water. So the water again will be less dense than the other two liquids and will float on top. We've seen this. You've probably seen this when we made the lava lamp, where we had the oil and water. The oil is less dense, so floats on top of the water. So they don't mix. They have different densities. So this one is a bit of mixing in.
Yeah.
But again, because water is less viscous.
You gotta be careful with this one because obviously when soap and water mix, you get bubbles.
Lots of bubbles.
So that's why this one needs.
That could kind of look fun too as well though. Declan says it's starting to look like Ali's camping kitchen escapade.
Hey! I'm the queen of the camp kitchen, and you know it. hey!
Ted, the soap does not need to be red at all. We just literally chose it for the colour, so we knew what other colours we had.
So now
and
we've got
chose
three
that as well.
nice. Where's your white,
lovely
where's your
layers.
white piece of paper gone again?
It can be seen.
Three nice different
Yeah,
layers there. Nice.
very nice.
Okay. So we're going to move on to that, and we are going to go to the vegetable oil, which would be another nice
Yes.
yellowy
So we
colour.
all know this from our lava lamp.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll pour in our oil.
Yes.
Again, nice and slowly. But you'll see, even if it starts to mix, it will
It'll eventually
jump
kind of.
its way
Yeah. Again, because it's lighter, it'll
up
rise
to the
up.
top.
Oh, you're really going down to the bottom layers there.
Yeah, it's mixing
We
a
got
good
some
bit.
oil touching some honey. Oil touching some honey.
Okay. So we'll have our oil, and it will start to separate out. Again, like you saw with our lava lamps last week when we
Yeah.
poured the water in, or poured the oil into the water, they did kind of mix initially, but then they separated out.
Yeah. And you don't have to be worried about the food colouring in the water, because the food colouring is water based, so it also won't mix
Yeah.
with the oil, so it'll eventually settle out as well. But you can see the defined layers there already. I kind of like the bubbles.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Think they add to
they're
it?
kind of cool. Yeah.
Okay,
I
and
think
then
they're nice.
for our final layer, we are going to go for some lamp oil. Yes. So we've got this lamp oil, and we got special colouring to colour it blue. So lamp oil you can get online or from some hardware stores.
Yeah.
If you can't get that though, baby oil I think is of a similar density.
Yeah,
so you could
try out
with some
different
baby
things.
oil. Yeah, literally whatever liquids
Yeah.
you've got in the press, just
Yeah.
put them in a jar and see
And
what
don't
happens.
drink them. It's for
Yes.
decorations.
Okay, so let's get
So everything we've done so far has been to do with density. So our convection spiral was heating the air, making it less dense, and it was rising up. So we've seen that the liquids with less density are sitting on top. They float above the heavier ones. That looks really nice.
Yeah, it's
That's
doing
very,
well.
very cool. I like the bubbles. I think the bubbles have kind of added to it.
Okay, well, the
It's
bubbles
kind
are there
of
for a while, but that
strange-
might change over time. But there you go.
There you go. Your homemade density tower. Very, very cool. You got your big ones, you got your little ones. Another nice ornament to have on the mantelpiece.
Yeah, so if you've got if you've got liquids, check the press. Our press at home always has stuff that's gone off. Sorry, Mom, I'm outing you here. We always have like loads of gone off stuff in the house. So if you have stuff that like is about to go off, it could be great to use it for your science experiments.
If you have 2 layers of the same liquid, they have the same density, so it'll just be one layer.
Yeah, so if you had, let's say you had a water layer down the bottom and you had a water layer up near the top, eventually those would come together because they are of the same density, so they'll sell.
So they'll either sink or
Cream
or
says
down to that
put a
level.
stick in it and freeze it and it'll look like a fruit pastille ice pop. I don't know if all of these liquids would freeze.
No, obviously the different freezing temperatures as well.
Because the alcohol, if for example this one, alcohol doesn't really freeze,
Yeah.
sure it doesn't, so that wouldn't really work. But if you had liquids that would freeze, you'd do pretty well.
Aoife's like, Graham, stop trying to eat the Christmas.
Don't eat your science, don't eat your Christmas.
Now, Ali, while we were chilling during the week doing our thing, we came across a cool thing that was happening on social media.
Yes.
And again, of course, behind everything is science. And the more you know about it, the more cool things you can do. So this was a cool thing that we came across. And we want
A
to
good
show
challenge.
you
We do
a
not
way.
always do the solutions last week's challenge.
Yeah, we want you to try this. It involves science principles. It's a little bit of a challenge. It can get a little... See, Ali's already got the...
I am prepared.
Yeah. So basically what people were doing was they had a beaker. And the beaker was full of liquid. And this is what they were doing, okay? So they were...
Hi, Sophia, how are you?
They were in their... What's up, Sophia? They were in their...
I'm moving back for this.
Restaurant, you know, now that we can...
Now we can go to restaurants
again. And they were doing a very simple... I say very simple. A nice science trick where they had the cup, and the cup has got liquid in it. So it's...
Again, water, food colouring, our favourite combination.
yeah, so it's got liquid in it, and they were just sitting there and then just turning their drink upside down.
Do it again! Do it again! I'm
Let's try this
so
one.
proud of you didn't spill it.
I know. Okay, so they're just there. They're kind of just having their drinks, and they're like, yeah, so did you see that new episode of that drama program? And then one of them's like, oh yeah, what about science? Science?
Ah!
Science.
Nice!
Check that out.
So,
Can you do that?
For context, there were some spills earlier, which is
There
why
were
I
some
was
spills.
concerned. It takes some practice.
It's a good idea to start with less water and then build up as you go.
I think I need to try this. I
we
haven't tried
did
it
have
yet.
more water, but
I haven't tried. Yeah.
oh god, you're gonna
I
try
haven't
it.
tried this yet, but I think. Okay, will you do it once more, just so I can see the technique? I genuinely have never tried this.
Okay, so you're just gonna grab it like this and then basically just like that.
So your hand ends
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
So-
And you want to move it in a circle. Okay? And in nice smooth motion. Okay?
Oh, I'm scared. Why did I say I'd do it live?
I know. Okay, so literally grab it like this, and then you're just gonna turn it upside down. And the water doesn't fall out.
Okay.
Or whatever the liquid is. Oh no. Are you gonna try it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna
yeah.
spill this way.
No, it's not. I'm gonna go this way.
Oh, you're.
Even though I'm left-handed, I'm gonna try it right-handed.
Oh. Oh no. Where's the tissue?
No, you don't need to use the
I can cover the
towel.
laptop.
How's it gonna go that way?
You'll find a way.
It's my laptop that's in danger here. Let's be real.
Okay. Use that science. I was about to say you can get away with it. No. It wasn't too
It
bad.
wasn't awful. Okay, let me go again.
You just need a few moments just to get that kind of motion going, and you don't want to do a. Okay, no, that was pretty good.
Not bad. Okay.
That was pretty cool.
I'm getting better.
Yeah.
So this time, theoretically,
Are you the third time lucky?
third time lucky.
Yeah, that doesn't work for science. At least spilled most of it.
Sorry, you spilled so much before we went live.
What was that? What was that?
I said before we went live, but like, oh, we get the 2 soaking wet towels that are outside.
What a great way to hand someone their drink. They'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
they'd be like, yes, can I have a packet of you? Pipe down. You want your drink? Okay, there's your drink.
Oh, there was a glug in that one. Okay,
Well, that's really cool. Try that challenge, of course.
I'm doing
behind
it
this.
again.
Oh no! Oh no!
I want to do it again.
There's more water in this one.
Yeah, but it's also bigger. Does that make it easier?
Not for you.
Will I try it left-handed?
Then my laptop.
Okay, no, I'll do it right-handed. I'll do it right-handed.
Or switch seats and do it left-handed if you want.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Look at the state of the
It
cloth!
looks like cool tie-dye though.
Yeah.
Tie-dye was a thing in like the first lockdown. Everyone was doing tie-dye on social media. I did it! What do you mean no?
You did a weird thing there. It wasn't bad. Yeah, I think you totally...
That was just...
Would you stop?
I was trying for the speed round.
Try this at home. It's very, very cool. Again, it's all thanks to centripetal force. So a force that keeps
Did
things
it.
moving in a circle.
Did it!
Okay, great.
Did it! Definitely started with less water.
Yeah.
Did it.
Nice. Oh, that's pretty good.
Did it!
Yeah.
Did it!
Let's do it. We'll do it. Let's go for okay, we're gonna go
5 in a row.
No.
Oh.
You're only 5 in a row.
Yeah. I think I just did 5 in a
Okay,
row.
we can make our own TikTok dance. We can like boom, 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 boom.
Oh, I like the cup song.
Yeah, how do you do that? How do you do that?
Okay.
Bear with us.
Okay, have you seen Pitch Perfect?
No.
Okay, so Pitch Perfect
I've
has
seen
this,
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect has
From the one who doesn't know what Glen Ross
Pitch Perfect
is.
has this song in it called, or a thing called Cup Song. So you basically go,
1, 2. Okay.
perfect.
Oh, another
No,
clap.
hang on.
So,
Oh yeah, and then you just move it over.
oh, don't. What? Are you kidding me here?
I've overcomplicated
We're
things.
not. Yeah, you've massively overcomplicated.
Oh no, I'm gonna get this though. I'm gonna get this. I think I need more
Let's do
water.
a 1-1 thing turn. Okay.
A what?
Something like a 1-1 thing turn finish.
One thing turn finish.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
turn.
You got your knees in. We'll start with a.
And you said I was overcomplicated.
You got it.
Just turn it.
Oh,
I've lost it, I've
woman,
lost it.
would you?
I've lost it. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Delighted. 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 Oh yeah, I don't even have to. You just do like a. Whew. Just.
You got nothing. Would you stop spilling the water, please?
It's just a flick of the wrist.
So Alistair said he just tried it and soaked the table.
Sorry, Alistair.
Oh, that's so
but you can
funny.
see, like, you can learn. You can learn it.
I'll see you next week.
Just fully turning upside down.
Someone take the water away from this woman.
But let's show the other way you can do this.
Yeah, the more dangerous way of
Oh
doing
no,
it.
I have a problem with this. My seat was wet.
Okay, so this uses centripetal force. Obviously, we're moving in a circle.
Nice.
And that's what causes centripetal force is the force that moves things towards the center. So as we move the cup upside down, the liquid inside is being kept pressed up against it. If we just let go, the cup would fly off in a straight line and the liquid would go everywhere. But I'm keeping it in a straight line, in a curve with my hand. And due to Newton's laws, the water stays in the cup. We have a really cool way of supersizing it, because you know we're really ready to supersize this experiment right now.
I'm better at the more difficult one.
Okay, let's get it out.
Okay.
So we're gonna take this to the next level. Again, using that centripetal force, the force that keeps things moving in a circle. Instead of letting it go and then it would go everywhere, keep it moving in a circle. The water inside stays inside the cup and shouldn't spill. That's what you want. If there was a hole in the bottom, you would know the liquid would go everywhere. But Newton's third law, the liquid's trying to push out to go in a straight line, but the cup gives an equal and opposite force the other way, keeps that liquid in a circle. Like when you're going around a roundabout in a car.
Yes.
You'll feel that force pushing you off to one side if you go around, but of course you stay in the car. So that is yeah, centripetal force, but it's another force called it's an apparent force called centrifugal that causes you to slide.
Okay.
but the centripetal force is the force in play.
Let's try it.
Okay, we also want you to try this at home. We have it's a frisbee. We just use a frisbee, but you can use a plate as well.
We made a frisbee and we
three
just
strings.
made some holes in it, tied some strings to it. You can
Equal
make it out of a
length.
paper plate. You can also
So
make it out of if you had like a sheet of wood, like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
square
just a
of
straight
wood.
sheet of wood.
Yeah, that would work too.
Okay, now you seen us last time. We were turning the cup with our hands.
Yeah.
This time we're going to be spinning this around. Again, same force at play, centripetal force. So really, if we get this right, nothing should spill.
I'm not gonna say anything because I'm gonna mess it up, but I can do this one.
Which cup are you going to use?
The blue one.
The big one?
The big one, yeah, the blue
You want
one.
more water?
Yeah.
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 Alright.
Wait, am I doing?
I think so. You try it, then I'll try it.
Okay, I have to stand up. I can't do this sitting down.
Huh?
I have to stand up.
That's a lot, like you...
I might hit you in the face.
Okay. Now, this one is, it's supersized. It looks a lot trickier. It's actually a bit easier. The difficult thing here is for your hand to move in a circle like this in a kind of smooth motion. But you're able to do it a lot easier with the strings
I
and the
used to do
plates.
this as a kid. You know when you went to the shops with your mum and you were walking home and you had the shopping bag and you just like swing it over your head and nothing would fall out,
exactly.
and then you get in trouble because the eggs were in there, but it wouldn't fall out.
Centripetal force coming
Same
right
thing.
at you.
You could also do it with a full bucket of water.
You could, yeah.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna get hit
So
where
do
you
I.
are. I think you need to move.
Oh, the laptop.
It's the Ali show now.
Hold up the laptop. Oh, no. See us. Go on.
Oh, you just have to
move this out of the way. You're gonna bash off this.
You just have to commit to it.
Yeah.
I'm really scared
You just
now.
gotta absolutely go for it.
Again, I was doing this before the show.
Oh, check it out! You're gonna hit. Oh.
And the one is still in the cup!
I love if we had like my heart rate just at the bottom just like skyrocketing. You look back at that. I was so close to hitting that. Like.
We don't have much. Have loads of space for this one. Try it outside.
I tried sitting down.
I'll sit down.
Yeah. Okay. Look. I got a Lord of the Dance thing going on here. Oh, this is tricky because it's there's not much to go on, but
Nice!
check that out.
Nice!
Very
Oh, I'm
cool.
glad we redeemed ourselves there.
Oh, so
I
centripetal
redeemed
force. You try that out. That is an awesome challenge. Again, using very simple things you can find at home.
If you want to try it without water first, kind of a lower impact one, what you can do is you can put your cup onto your plate and then put like a ball into it or something.
Yeah.
Same principle will apply, and it will make less of a mess if it goes wrong. Obviously, don't use glass.
Yes.
I mean, you theoretically can, but we don't recommend it.
Yeah.
Use a plastic cup when you're doing this one, or a paper cup.
Yeah.
Will work just
You
fine.
can then spin it. You can spin it around your head. You can look really cool.
You could
People
do
think
like
you're
figure of
crazy.
eights with them and everything.
Yeah, and just to show you, it's not stuck to it. Just in case you think we're up to something. It's very, very simple. Dun 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 dun! Centripetal force, people. A center-seeking force keeps things moving in a circle. We actually have a great example because we use this force a lot at Explorium in our cool exhibits, especially our G-Force bicycle. So
if any of you have tried the G-Force bike, do let us know. It's very, very good fun.
Yeah. We used a cup there the first time on our hands. Then we used a plate and some string. But what if we were to use a big bicycle and
a human?
A human. Astronauts can experience up to 5 Gs during a launch. That's 5 times the normal force of gravity. That can cause the blood to rush away from your head and you can pass out. That's called G-lock. Hopefully that's not going to happen here.
I think we'll be okay. So I got to experience about 4 Gs when we did the high G flight training. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what this thing can do. Ready? Let's go.
Holy G-force, Batman. Whew. I am spinning. Literally.
I just heard you going.
I was going to say, so that was Mark and friend of the show, Dr. Nora Patton, on the G-Force bike here.
On the
before.
G-force bike.
And loads of you guys have been on the G-Force bike
Yeah,
as well.
loads.
Dagan said it turned his world upside down.
Oh.
Sorry, also, by the way, I need to call you after this. Did you do like a Conor McGregor walk going into the arena there when you were going on the G-Force bike?
Yes, I had to psych myself up. It was part of astronaut training because astronauts do this type of stuff in a centrifuge.
Yeah.
So they spin around kind of this way to really, really high G-forces, see if they can withstand those forces when they're going to be launched into space.
Yeah.
So of course, I was just getting psyched up, and we also can do it. So we did it with the loop bike, but
Yes.
we also found another really cool way to demonstrate centripetal force. You can check this one out. The wheel keeps moving, and I, or the hamster, goes along with it. Speaking of hamsters
I
and
don't
pets,
know why we always have you doing these things like the G-force bike and doing the loop on that, because you don't deal well with spinning.
no, I do not like spinning.
The last time-
that's the hamster wheel was fine, and the G-force.
The last
in
time Mark was on the
moderation.
G-force bike, we were on it a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and Mark had to lie on the floor for a while.
I had a danger burp.
Yeah.
I was going around.
Yeah, in the middle of the lap.
in the middle of the lap, like just talking like,
I was like,
yeah,
going
things
along,
are
I
fine.
was like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, Mark, stop. I was like, oh, I think we're stopping
Like,
now.
I'll
That's
stop
fine.
now.
That was the cue that we had to stop on the G-force bike.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now we are going to move over to another character on our show. He's got his second segment. It's the tomfoolery of Professor Rob. So let's see what tomfoolery Rob is up to this week.
Hello viewers on your computers or tablets, smartphones, smart televisions, smart fridges. I'm sure you're smart yourself if you're watching Super Science Saturday, or for the mathematical ones amongst you, S cubed. Well, I am back. A second segment. I'm officially on the Explorium gravy train, and that train is pulling right in to Science Central. Today we are going to be talking about what else? Christmas, or as it's known these days, the holidays. Now, a lot of people come to me and they say, Professor Rob, you clearly have that degree in clausology from Bovine University. So answer me this, does Santa go into space? Well, that's a quite interesting question because the answer is yes, but he only travels to one of our nearest neighbours, the red planet, Mars. Now you're sitting there thinking, why would Santa go to Mars? Well, he wants to drop off presents, of course. He wants to drop them off to a little fella who's working hard to prove about life on Mars, whose name is Curiosity. Now, Curiosity is a... Oh, hang on, my new assistant Malcolm is telling me something here. A robot. Curiosity's a robot. I thought we discussed last week that I'm not dealing with robots anymore. No, I was mugged off by that little fellow across the way. I'm not dealing with another robot. Who did you speak to about this? Who's the big man in charge? Rob. Well, that's a nice name. But no, you tell him I'm not dealing with robots anymore. That's done. I can easily say that Santa can get to Mars in 4 minutes and 20 seconds, which is pretty amazing when you think radio signals take 4 minutes and 24 seconds to come from Mars to Earth. But you know what? I'm not going to say it. So what I'm going to do is take a phrase from one of the 90s greatest artists, Wingfield, and say, Saturday night, and I'll throw it back to you, Mark and Ali.
The man really does not trust those robots, does he?
Robots, very convenient, but don't trust them.
Don't trust them. Don't trust them. No, not at all.
Doesn't like the robots.
No.
Even though they're helping us get to other planets. and everything like that as well.
And robots do dominate the science news world.
Speaking of science news, Ali, we got a great science news story of the week,
We've
don't
got
we?
another cute alert coming in.
Yeah,
So we
cute
love
alert.
a cute alert. So Photo Wildlife Park over the last couple of days have announced the birth of a female European bison born on the 25th of October. Look at it!
Massive!
Where's its neck?
Where it's kind of like...
So these guys are classed as being vulnerable on the IUCN Red List, which is actually, I can't believe I'm going to say this, a really good thing because these guys used to be fully extinct in the wild. Fully extinct. And now they're only classed as, they're classed as vulnerable, and they have been reintroduced into areas in Poland and Romania. And these guys are really important because they are actually Europe's largest land mammal. So the adults of these can grow up to 6 feet
They're massive.
tall.
They're massive. Look at this one pouting. It's like they've also been subjected to social media. It's like gotta take a picture. Oh, gotta do the pouting lip pout.
So this
So
baby bison was
pout
born
too.
to Mother Blue and Father Hyssop, I believe is the pronunciation.
It's pronounced Father Jessup.
Yes, it was born 25th of October, and obviously the public have been really, really good at supporting places like Photo Wildlife Park and like Dublin Zoo over the last couple of weeks. So Photo Wildlife Park have actually given the honour of naming this calf to a local school who did a bake
that's
sale
really cool.
to raise money for them. So they're going to be naming the little bison.
Do they have a
calf.
name? Do they know what the
Not
name
yet.
is?
No. But they're.
We'll
I
keep
think,
it posted.
I think they're running their bake sale at the start of this month, and then they'll announce the name later on in the month.
Ooh, what would I come up with?
Yeah. What would you come up with?
Ted.
What do you think his mom says to him when he's going off school?
Oh, I already
Hi,
know.
son.
They can't speak. They don't speak.
They speak. They're in their own way. They communicate in their own.
Wait, we got another
I
one.
beat you. I beat you, Aoife. I beat you to it.
Oh.
I beat you to it. I already got there.
Who stole whose joke though?
Oh, it's a very well-known joke. It's a very.
I don't know.
well-known
I
joke.
think you might have heard Aoife say this joke, and then
maybe
tried
Aoife
to.
learned it from me.
Okay. There's another science story brought to us by Eagle Eye, who says the SpaceX Falcon 9 Crew Dragon resupply mission to the ISS is today at 4:30.
Nice.
Do let us know, Eagle Eye, is that 4:30 our time or their time?
Or their time, and
Yeah.
they normally stream them live on
Yeah,
YouTube.
they're always
so
you can stream
check that out.
check them out, see the launches.
Okay,
Very
so we
cool.
better go through the solution to last week.
Yes, because I have some
Challenge.
money to make.
Okay.
Here. I have
Do you
some
want
money
to? Do you want to try it?
Yeah, gives it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the challenge we set for you last week was to take a glass, a bottle, and
Yeah.
some cashola,
Yes.
if you had it, or a piece of paper. And the challenge is to remove the cashola from underneath the bottle.
It's very wet.
It's a bit wet. Without I'd wipe it with the towel.
Okay,
but the towel
now
is
I
soaked.
do know the technique to doing this. So it involves some pretty fine rolling, not swiping like.
No, not like you'd expect when we did the tablecloth trick.
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
Back in episode like 2, I
Yeah.
think it was. It's a little bit different. Takes a little bit more patience than that.
So just sliding it off like this, and then when you successfully do it, you get to keep the money of your co-host. Ali, let's give them next week's challenge.
Okay, so next week's challenge is going to tie into some of the crafts we made earlier. I'm taking that back, by the way. So the challenge for you this week is involving a candle. So this will be good if you make your convection Christmas decoration. You're going to want to blow out your candle afterwards.
Yeah,
okay?
you don't want to use money for this. It's not.
Don't leave your candles unattended. So when you're leaving the room, you should extinguish the flame.
Yes, of course.
So normally what you would do is you would just blow on the candle.
Yes.
We're not letting you do that.
Oh no.
We want you to
No air.
extinguish the candle.
No air.
I'm supposed to be with no air. What a song. What we want you to do is we want you to still use carbon dioxide to blow out your candle, because when we blow out air, we blow out carbon dioxide. So we still want you to use carbon dioxide, but you cannot blow out the flame.
Yeah.
And we want you to extinguish the candle.
Yeah.
That is extinguish the candle using science.
Yes.
That is your challenge
your
for next
challenge
week.
for you. Get busy. Make some of the decorations and stick them on your mantelpiece around the house. Take some pictures and let us know in the Explorium social media account. We would love to see it.
Yes. Yes.
Aoife says it's a Monopoly fiver. All of Ali's money is Monopoly money.
Like, yeah. My bank account is just full of Monopoly money. They're like, who is this person who keeps coming in and lodging Monopoly money? I'm like, it's mine.
Not again.
Thank you.
For those of you interested in the launch, Eagle Eye says the launch is at T-minus 4 hours 50 minutes from our time now. So that's cool. You can check that out. That's something cool to do on your Saturday. We hope you all have a lovely Super Science Saturday. Thank you all for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yes.
Have some fun. I'm going to immediately start trying the spinny things again. That's
I thought you were going to do it with the candle, and I was like, please don't do it with the candle.
No.
We'll learn a cup song with it.
I'm out.
Where's my cup?
Thanks for joining us. Have a lovely Saturday, everyone. From us here on Super Science Saturday.
Bye!
See ya.